your boy Nisi coming back with another bullseye tutorial here today on the channel. I want to talk to you guys about how I like to mix these dope background vocals, how I like to create ad-libs and ear sauce candy, and some really important mixing concepts I wanted to talk about today. So if y'all do like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? And also check the links down below to support the channel and check out the courses and everything like that. So let's get to listening to this really dope track. Let's go.
So great when our homies change, screaming let's go gang, cause baby you the crew. We straight, run a check up, ace, get clean. Ay, baby you the crew. Homie up, go ahead, get it gang. Rock with him, everything simple, babe, over here. And I ain't got a trip, cause baby you the crew. Baby you the crew. Shawty ain't just anybody if you ain't in the loop. If you ain't really new, then I'ma tell you what to do. We'll play it cool, walking with the juice and blow the ceiling off the roof. Ride like a day one dude, ayy. Slide when I say come through. Wait, ball like the Lakers today. And if they say they really bout it, we can do the fool. We up in here, the vibe is real. My crew, we up one, my circle lit. My dog is here, my homie, yeah. It's time to turn up. Baby, go hard, girl, I see you. Kick back, rock and sweat, be cool.
All right, really dope style, like kind of like a really dope mainstream radio, Tory Lanez type of song that we're working with here today. And I wanted to talk about a very important mixing concept, right? So when you think about mixing, right, and when you're an engineer, bro, you kind of really are also responsible for being like a tour guide. Like, for example, let's say if you went on an African safari or something like that, right? You over here on this tour, and this man, this tour guy is telling you, yo, this is what this type of elephant is. This is what this type of lion is. Okay, this is what the desert is, the plain desert. Okay, this is what the jungle is like. As an engineer, you're also informing people of, kind of like the order and the emotions and the song and stuff like that. You're kind of like a chef too. You bringing out that first course meal, which is that salad, then you bringing out that steak, then you bringing out that chocolate dessert type shit like that. The order of operations. So most important thing too is a point of reference, right? A point of reference kind of tells you like, what is going on in the song, right? So the ad-libs, I have a situation where the ad-libs are kind of like hugging the lead vocal, you feel me? So my lead vocal is telling the listener what dynamic is. Okay, this is what full is, this is what full range is. And to get my background vocals to fit in with my lead vocal, it was a situation where it's compare and contrast. Like we back in elementary school with the two circles, compare and contrast, you feel me? So sometimes contrast comes from, having one thing be full and another thing being, flat. Sometimes it's coming from having like a full water bottle. You got to show them what a full water bottle is and an empty water bottle is so they can appreciate the water. Elsewise, if you just give them like a whole river, they're not gonna care about the water, if that makes any sense, right? So very first ad-lib that I had right here, I was using like toupee, right? I'm trying to create a difference in texture from the lead vocal to this background vocal. So I used a little bit of distortion. And then after that, I used a little bit of fresh air to brighten it up, a little bit of pan man to kind of get it moving around and everything like that. And I used the limiter to flatten it out. That's the most important thing.
Ay, baby, you the crew. Homie, yeah, go ahead, get it, gang. Rock with him, everything simple, babe. Oh.
So just kind of like that simple chain right there, even though it kind of sounds like the lead vocal, it's just kind of like it's kind of like a stab, right? That's kind of like supporting the actual lead vocal itself. So, to give it like a little bit of difference so it doesn't exactly sound like the lead vocal. That's why I had the limiter on, kind of taking off like 1 to 2 dBs and everything like that. And, this one kind of moves around a little bit more and everything like that. All right, so after that, this next ad-lib right here, let's see what it sounds like.
Get clean, ay. And I ain't got a trip, cause baby.
All right, so this is kind of like a situation where I was trying to go for like a lo-fi type of situation with the background vocal, creating a different texture, creating a different taste. It's spicy and sweet and everything like that. So I used the lo-fi to try to get like a kind of like a bitter sound, like a distorted sound, right? And then, right here, the most important thing too was having a different type of like a flanger type of reverb effect. And I use the Valhalla Supermassive on swelling synth reverb, and I really like what it does. It kind of creates like a cyclone type of dishwasher, type of washing machine at the laundry effect.
And I ain't got a trip, cause baby, you the crew, baby. And I ain't got a trip, cause baby, you the. And I ain't got a. And I ain't got a trip, cause baby, you the crew, baby, you the crew. And I ain't got a trip cause baby you the crew.
So like a super hi-fi reverb type of throw that's kind of like spinning around and everything. That's how we create that background vocal. And then we had like two background vocals that have the same exact thing, but in order to create depth, I wanted to show the listener what inside the grocery bag is and what outside the grocery bag is. So these are kind of like two vocal stacks, right? And I ain't really do much to them, but I just added like an Eventide H3000 to one of them. So I'm showing the listener what the wings are and what the chest is. You feel me? But they're like literally like almost the same vocal take.
On me straight screaming, let's go gang, cause baby you the crew. We straight run a check up, ace get clean. Ay, baby you the crew. On me straight screaming, let's go gang, cause baby you the crew. We straight run a check up, ace get clean. Ay, baby you the crew. Hold me up.
So just that in itself, using this dope preset of Barry stereo spreader, it kind of gives it like a outside of the windows, outside of the house type of effect. You feel me? So that's another way to use compare and contrast inside of a mix. Okay, this is what you know the face is, and this is what the arms are, which are out wide. You feel me? So kind of like being that tour guide, giving a sense of direction. And then after that, we had these really like kind of like dope like little ear candies and stuff like that. So I kind of like crushed them a little bit more. And then a great way to use compare and contrast in mixing is like through the reverberations, bit. So it's like if I show you what a bathroom is, right? I show you what a big bathroom is, and you just hear like this kind of echoey thing, and then I show you what like a backyard, a shed is like the sound would be more tight. So just your ears already know, okay, this is like a bigger, echoey, fluttery space, like a big bathroom or a big church hall. And okay, this is what a wood shed sounds like, a smaller space, more tight and compact. That's how another way to use compare and contrast. And we use the Valhalla room reverb, you feel me, to make these ad libs stand out and everything like that, and a little bit of a phaser too.
Baby, you the crew. We straight run a check up, ace get clean. Ay, baby, you the crew. We straight run a check up, ace get clean. Ay, baby, you the crew. We straight run a check up, ace get clean. Ay, baby, you the crew. We straight run a check up, ace get clean. Ay, baby, you the.
Yeah, so really dope. Another like really dope ear candy type of ad lib effect that we had here. And then after that, we have another really dope plugin that's very important for me, is using something like maybe like a different colored compressors and stuff like that. You pulling out that colored Crayola box, right? And you showing them, okay, this is what yellow is, this is what orange is, this is what purple is, this is what green is, and as you the engineer, you kind of drawing the picture and everything like that. You putting yourself in a situation where everything kind of sounds glued, but it has like a slight tonal difference to it. So on these ad libs right here, right, these kind of like stuttering ad libs or whatever, I use the Faraday limiter, and I push the color a little bit more. I use the toupe, right, to give that tape effect. And most important thing here was lossy. This was like one of the few radio ad libs in the song.
Homie straight screaming, let's go gang, cause baby you the crew. So great when a homie straight screaming, let's go gang, cause baby you the crew. We straight run a check up, ace get clean. Ay, baby you the crew. Homie up, go ahead get it gang. Rock. So great when a homie straight screaming, let's go gang, cause baby you the crew.
So the really dope thing about a plugin like this for ad libs is the fact that it also adds, like, you see all these little dots and stuff like that. It's adding like some like gritty like over the phone, track phone, losing minutes, type of flip phone type of quality to the recording. It actually sounds like a real phone to me, in my opinion. All the stuttering and all the losing connection type of nuances to a phone. Like a phone just doesn't sound like a filter on the top and a filter on the bottom. There's also other characteristics in your phone. When somebody call you, like the call might drop out, or maybe like, yo, I can't hear you. Like there's certain little scratches and stuff like that. So I like to use this plugin right here. And this was the only radio effect that we had for the whole song. I try not to depend on that typical radio effect. I much prefer hi-fi ad libs. So that's a good way to have compare and contrast, a clear hi-fi ad libs like the ones that we have right here, right? And I use the fresh air to get that, but then having like some dirty, gritty track phone, cheap Dollar Tree type of phone, Metro PCS type of phone, sound with the lossy, right? And then after that, we have like another way to create compare and contrast in your mixes too, is the movement. You feel me? There's a difference between something sitting right in front of you, right? Like a kid who's just sitting on a chair, and then another one who's bouncing up and down. That's a great way to create, compare and contrast, right? To tell the listener, okay, this is like a sleeping tiger, but this is an active tiger. You feel me? So I use something like a tremolator, and that's kind of what it does. And Brower's motion is another dope ad-lib plug.
So great when straight run a checkup, ayy, skin clean. Ayy, baby, you the crew. Straight run a checkup, ayy, skin clean. Ayy, baby, you the crew. Straight run a checkup, ayy, skin clean. Ayy, baby, you the crew. Straight run a checkup, ayy, skin clean. Ayy, baby, you the crew. Hold me up, go ahead, get it, gang. Rock with him. So great when a homie strange screaming, let's go gang. Cause baby, you the crew. We straight run a checkup, ayy, skin clean. Ayy, baby, you the crew. Homie. So great when a homie strange screaming, let's go gang. Cause baby, you the crew. We straight run a checkup, ayy, skin clean. Ayy, baby, you the crew.
So yeah, that's kind of what it does. Is creating that choppy sushi chef chopping it up type of effect. You feel me? So that's kind of cool too, because that in itself kind of glues this to that, because this has like a stuttering type of gatey type of sound too. So that's really dope too. So that's another great way to create ad lib, using something like Brower's motion, using something like tremolators too, that start to chop up the ad lib. So it's like you're getting little pieces. I'm showing you what a whole piece of chicken breast is, then I'm showing you what chicken nuggets is. You feel me? Type shit. And then the last way to create compare and contrast with ad libs and background vocals in the mix is to use like panning and stuff like that, right? And start panning the reverbs itself. So here I had a situation where I had like these like wet ad libs, and I started panning them left and right, and the reverb kind of matching that direction too.
We can do the fool. We up in here, we up in here. The vibe is real. My crew, we up one. My circle lit. My dog is here. My homie, yeah. It's time to turn up. Baby, go hard, girl. I see you. We can do the fool. We up in here, we up in here. The vibe is real. My crew, we up one. My circle lit. My dog is here. My homie, yeah. We can do the fool. We up in here, we up in here. The vibe is real. My crew, we up one. My circle lit. My dog is here. My can do the fool. We up in here, we up in here. The vibe is real. My crew, we up one. My circle lit. My dog is here. My homie, yeah. It's time to turn up. Baby, go.
So I try to use like a different style of reverb from these. Like these ad libs kind of already came in like printed like that, right? And they already kind of had like a hall reverb. So I used a plate reverb right here to kind of create like a difference between the two. You feel me? So it kind of has like a different tonal quality to it. So that in itself is kind of like separating those ad libs from each other, and also the fact that I have it on the track itself and not to an aux. I'm like, as the ad libs are penning, you feel me? The reverb is penning with the ad libs and everything like that. So, this is pretty much the end of the video here today. I just wanted to show some like different abstract ways of how I see music, like compare and contrast. You wouldn't know what north is without knowing south. You wouldn't know what east is without knowing west. You feel me? You wouldn't know what peace is without war. You feel me? So it's like compare and contrast is actually like an essential part of you being a human. You feel me? So I wanted to show you how you can use that in your mixes to create separation instead of everything just sounding like a big piece of gelatin that's stuck together. You feel me? So that's why I made this video. I'm trying to show something different. So I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check the links down below to support the channel. Also, don't forget to down below suggest more video ideas. So I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Appreciate y'all. Peace.